The Epson SureLab D-Series product is meant to be installed by an authorized reseller. This process that we're going to go through to get a dual roll unit through a narrow doorway is fairly involved. Don't be afraid to refer to the manual. As you can see, mine is heavily used. I'm now going to go through the process of taking the front roll of a dual roll unit and flipping it up so we can go through a narrow doorway. I'm also going to assume that we're potentially going up a set of stairs. So I'm only going to remove the packaging material necessary to move the dual roll unit up. Next, I'm going to remove the packing material from the top of the unit. A piece of tape. Open the top cover. A protective piece of foam. This is the print head block, and I want to leave that while I'm moving it potentially upstairs. I do need to remove the tape for the heating element. This unit has a block that basically protects it from the frame. The same on the other side. I'm going to remove the tape from the handle. And I'm going to remove the heating element itself. Now I'm going to remove the final pieces of tape. And these have small styrofoam blocks with them. So we want to angle it a little bit, and it's notched. This supports the decurling unit and the edge exit guide. I now need to remove the 6 screws from the top cover. You want to be very careful not to let a screw fall in the mechanism. And this is where the power screwdriver saves you time. Now with the screws removed, the top cover comes off. The top left cover now needs to be removed, and it's held on by 6 screws. Three on the side. One on the front inside. And 2 on the top. As a reminder, the reason we're doing this is so we can get a SureLab dual roll unit through a narrower doorway. Without doing this procedure, I have a minimum 33.5 inches of clearance required. By doing this, I'll be able to get it through a 30.5 inch doorway, so I gain 3 inches of space. Next, we need to remove front panel. I'm going to remove a screw from the corner. I'm going to open the second roll unit. You depress the button, push down on the roll unit, and let it open. I'm now going to open the left door, which basically houses the maintenance tank. So, maintenance tank. And I'm going to remove the screw from the lower side of the cover. Once I have the cover off, disconnect the connector to the fan. Now I'm going to remove the right panel. So 1 screw on the side. And I need to open the second roll, flip it up. Open the ink bay door and remove the screw from the lower part of the panel. The panel is now loose, but has a connector that I have to undo. So So we want to be very careful of the cable and release the connector. I'm now going to remove the last remaining cover we need to take off, and that's 4 screws. The cover has hooks on it, so we want to make sure we get those hooks off, and then this cover will come out. I'm now going to remove the left and right gear frame assembly covers. These are black screws. This is where that long tip Phillips screwdriver really comes in handy. These are actually gear covers. The covers themselves have a gear tooth. Each of the left and right gear assemblies and sprockets have grease applied to them, so please don't touch during this process. Next to be removed are the left and right slide plates. So 4 screws on those. You can see that these 2 screws in the slotted portion have a different type. Now I'm going to do the right side. The screws are removed, we remove the plate. We now need to remove the top of the front roll cover. I'm going to remove its packing tape, and the cover should just lift off. We're now close to finishing this process. What we want to do is ensure that these gear assemblies are moved off and are not going to be engaged. We're then going to press the upper roll release lever and allow the upper roll to go up slowly. Again, we want to be careful those gears are not being damaged. At this point, we're going to open the left door and we're going to unscrew the tension screw as far as it will go. Keep unscrewing and it will stop by itself. We then do the same on the ink bay door with its tension screw. And what that will allow us to do is rotate the front unit up so that I now have my 30.5-inch clearance like a single roll unit. At this point, we're ready to move the SureLab through a narrower doorway, up a set of stairs, or wherever the final location may be. I'm now just going to reverse the process. I'm not going to narrate this, but refer to the manual if you need instructions.